present this webinar on the introduction to ISO 50001.
Yes, sir.
So just to have an idea about the participants, I would like to know how many of you are from companies which are certified to ISO 50001 and those who are certified to ISO 9001, just for me to have an idea. Can you please enter in the chat box, please? I'll give you a couple of minutes. Yeah. So I think Enlighten is a leading provider for e-learning services. Arvesh, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes, brother. You can see your screen.
Okay. So what are the common forms of energy we use in our homes? Can anybody enter in the chat box, please? One of the most common forms of energy we use in our homes is electrical energy. Yes? Yeah. So this electrical energy is used to light our homes, to run refrigerators, air conditioners, and kitchen equipment, water pumps, and all that. So have you observed how your energy bill varies with seasons? And have you managed the energy in your home at any time? If you see in summer months, your energy bill generally goes up. Do you agree with me? Please enter in the chat box. So if you see in the summer months, the energy bill goes up. The reason for it is we run the air conditioner for a significant amount of time. And if you see the energy consumption of all the different items in your home, the energy consumed by the air conditioner is the highest in all when compared to all the rest of the items. So, and in summer months, you see that the energy bill goes up because the air conditioner is used for a significant amount of time. Yes. So this significant energy using equipment has to be monitored and seen that it is run efficiently. Yes, only then the energy bill of your home will be optimum. So similarly, in industry, there are many significant energy using equipment. These have to be identified and these have to be managed. That is the idea behind the energy management system. So let us go into the webinar now. So why do you need to manage energy? Year on year, you see that energy cost keeps going up. Therefore, to keep our energy bill in control and to keep our energy bill optimum, we need to manage energy. So how is this done? This is done by implementing systems and processes to improve energy performance. And the management gives targets and objectives to improve energy performance and demonstrate conformity to the ISO 50001 requirements. And as we reviewed in our home, the different energy using equipment are reviewed and a plan for energy performance improvement is arrived at. So the ISO 50001 standard was prepared by the Technical Committee TC 301 on energy management and energy savings. The first edition was issued in 2011, and this revised edition, the second edition, has come up in August 2018. This standard specifies requirements for energy management, gives guidance for its use, and provides the organization a necessary framework for energy performance improvement, energy efficiency improvement, and energy use. So this is what the standard does to any organization. The purpose of this standard, if you look at the purpose of the standard, it is an international standard for energy management system, and third-party certification bodies can come review and see the implementation of the system in a company and certify the company to this standard. So that is one important purpose. The other purpose would be to incorporate energy management into the overall management system of the organization, and the same can be implemented into business functions, and the organization continually improves the energy management system within the organization by continually reviewing and maintaining the system. So the scope of this standard, what does the standard cover? So it applies irrespective of organization type, size, complexity, and products and services provided. It applies only to activities managed and controlled by an organization affecting its energy performance. It applies irrespective of quantity of energy used and types of energy used. And the important point about the standard is that it is a descriptive standard and not prescriptive, by which I mean the standard does not mention that we have to have a specified value of improvement year on year. So these targets and objectives can be decided by the organization, but overall the standard requires that you should have energy performance improvement. That is the main focus of the standard. This standard can be used independently or can be merged with other management standards also. So this broadly covers the scope of the standard. So participants, are you able to hear me clearly? Please enter in the chat box. Yes. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. What are the benefits of implementing the ISO 50001 standard? The standard enables an organization to improve its energy performance. The top management issues the energy policy, energy objectives, which leads the energy management team to act and achieve these objectives. And as mentioned earlier, in the home as the air conditioner, which is a significant energy using equipment, the significant energy using equipment are identified and opportunities are prioritized to improve energy performance. Energy performance indicators appropriate for monitoring and measuring energy performance are identified, and energy performance indicators are set up. Awareness of energy management risks are communicated to all interested parties, and the implications of not conforming to the same are made known to all these interested parties. Yes? Am I clear? So what are the results we see when we implement the energy management system? The results produced on implementing an energy management system are shown in this slide. The results are a reduction in energy consumption. And because there's a reduction in energy consumption, the cost of producing products comes down because of the reduced energy cost, and there's an increase in competitiveness of the enterprise, and it contributes to meeting customer requirements and legal requirements and other requirements on energy use and consumption. So these are some of the results we will see in an organization when an energy management system is implemented. Next slide, we have a pictorial representation of the benefits of implementing the ISO 50001. Once the energy policy is implemented, what we see is that there is sustainability, there is competitiveness, and security of supply. And policy and objectives lead to security of energy supply. The significant energy using equipment are identified, and there's an assessment of risks. So the organization understands what are the risks involved and plans actions to mitigate risks or work with them, and other possible actions which can be done by the organization. There is improved regulatory compliance, and because there is the energy performance indicators are set up, the organization has a clear idea about where energy is being used, and if there is wastage of energy, all these are easily identified. And leadership commitment to create a culture of energy performance improvement comes into the organization. Yes. Next, this standard follows the plan, do, check, act cycle of process approach, which is the standard idea used in ISO 9001 also. So the organization plans different activities to improve energy performance, and these plans are implemented. Once these plans are implemented, they are checked.